They reduced the budget to the fire department, which 80% of our budget is staffing. So when you reduce us, you reduce the number of people on the job. And that's what our position has been, taking a stance.
Probably 80 to 85% of my budget goes to just paying for salaries and benefits of employees. And so when you start, your budgets are reduced sometimes because of the economic downturn and stuff. You know, the political leadership in the city has to make some hard decisions.
We can cut this fire department 100 less firefighters than we were 10 years ago when these LGA cuts started, and they're still getting the same service, which that just isn't the truth. Our response times have we've added more than a minute on medical response times, and we've added 3, 4, and 5 minutes on fire response times, which fire more than doubles every minute, and brain damage starts at 4 minutes. So these are detrimental statistics relative to these cuts. So our
This is the chief's room. The chief runs the whole district, about 5 fire stations, and this is where he comes in and sleeps.
The local government aid that the city of Minneapolis used to get from the state, for example, has been cut. That reflects directly back down to the department heads in our departments, and we have to face those cuts. And when we face those cuts, it's all personnel. You know, it is, our personnel costs are so expensive that it is very challenging to meet that and maintain a balanced budget and still be able to staff the response model that I think I want to have in the city. That's in other words, I have enough firefighters to staff all my fire trucks and all the fire stations, which right now we are lacking in depth in our department. We are short of firefighters, and we're working towards improving that.
Locker room. You come through here, you know, it's we have, not on this shift, but we also men and women together. So there's really, as you can say, not much privacy.
We are now realizing, I've realized for years, but they've actually got the numbers. Our injury rates are at an all-time high. They like to say, well, fires are down citywide because of the new fire protection, the new systems, building codes. But that being the case, with these staffing cuts, we used to ride 4 on every engine, like your father, 4 on every engine, 4 on every truck. With these cuts, we now ride 3 on every engine. Well, just because you give us less people on a rig doesn't mean we still have to provide tactically the same skill set, the same things at every fire, every heart attack, every shooting victim. So our service suffers, and thus that being, what we do is just labor intensive. Our equipment's heavy, it's hard, holding the line's hard. Climbing, I weigh 270 with my gear, humping 8 flights of stairs before you've even done anything. We suffer serious injury. I think we lost 5 people, 42 years and younger just last year on permanent disability due to injuries. We've had guys blown up, as you personally know, 2 years ago, severely burned up. Actually 4th degree burns all through their hands. I think he's got 20-some surgeries. We had more we had the Walker fire where your father was seriously hurt and 3rd degree burns on his arm. It just is what it is.
To be able to hire and to go through a testing process to create a new list to be able to hire some firefighters. And that's what I hope to do. It is, as you know, many of you know firefighters, and it's a very challenging profession, and it takes firefighters to effectively do our job. We can't buy the fancy tool. We need men and women who are qualified and ready to step up and do the job. And with that comes all the associated costs of training and equipping and hiring.
Our attrition rate, meaning the number of people that are eligible to retire, over half the department can be gone in 4 years. So through these cuts, they've put themselves in that position. So as much as we're pressing and trying to let the public know what's really going on, and we've done tons and tons of interviews, like I said, you guys have seen them, we've kind of forced their hand a little bit, but their cuts, they're literally put themselves behind. So the money they appropriated, we started with 12. We lost one the other day on the 11th, and I'm sure we'll lose 1 or 2 more. publicly, it's a great move. Election year, which is huge. Hey, look at us. I'm pro public safety. I'm hiring. We need 50 more firefighters. We don't need 12 or 11. We need 50. So it is a start in the right direction. We'll see where.